Welcome to Inside Studio A, a special interview feature segment brought to you by Velocity Live and VelocityLive.com. I'm your host, Paul Verderosa. Joining me tonight inside Studio A is your runner-up from this past season of American Idol, David Archuleta.
What motivation did you try Archuleta? Well, I've been a big fan of the show since the first season. You know, it actually got me going. But, you know, a lot of friends and family were just like, hey, you should audition. I was like, nah. I didn't think it was for me or anything. I was like, I'm not good enough for that. And everyone's so good. I wouldn't stand out or anything. And then, you know, at the last minute, I just thought, you know, maybe I should just to see what it's like.
For the hell of it, why not?
Yeah, it's like, what is there to lose?
Right. So you get through, obviously. You get that golden ticket. Go through the Green Mile. What's hell week like?
I guess it wasn't that bad.
You're one of the first ones to say that. You get through the line. You're one of the first ones to say that.
You know, I wasn't really expecting to go on after Hollywood Week.
Really?
So I was just like, you know, I'm just going to enjoy this and try to leave a good impression. Hopefully, you know, they'll remember me in the future.
Look where you came from.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I kept going. And it's like, well, I'm still here. And each week it's like, I'm still here. Wow, crazy.
As you say, you keep going further and further and further, so now you hit 12, 10, 5. You know, you grow from this. You keep growing. What do you learn? What do you learn?
Well, you understand, it's like you get a glimpse of, like, kind of the future, see if you want to keep on doing this. And I think I realized how much I want to do this. And how, it just kind of helps you realize that, you know, how much you really love this. And it's not like you can't do it. It's not that you can't do it. It's like you are capable of doing these things. And you have the endurance to, you know, you're ready for all the work that goes into this. You know, it's a lot of work.
What's the hardest part that somebody wouldn't realize? What's the hardest part of that whole show?
Well, it's really hard when there's school to do and all the interviews and, you know, the photo shoots or random things for you to do along with rehearsing and trying to work on your song. I mean, that's probably like the least amount of time you have is working on the show when you think that that's all you do, and it really isn't. So it's really hard to focus on that, and it's really emotional, overwhelming, and you know, you don't really focus on anything else. It's just everything's devoted to that.
All your energy goes straight to that.
Yeah, definitely.
You get past that, now you get the gravy, you get to go on tour. What's the best and worst part of being out here?
The best is being able to hang out with all these guys. You know, it's a lot of fun. Just be, you know, chilling with them, and then also just being able to perform and just meet the fans too, and just, you know, still know that they're out there supporting you.
Yeah, you run a long opera, so how do you feel about that?
You know, they're great. You know, it's good to know that they're, you know, enjoying the single and also the tour, and still saying, oh, saying, oh, I can't wait for your album. It gives me something to keep me motivated.
I was going to ask you too. You know, the album's coming out in the fall, so that's most of the plans. Do you got to come up with anything else after that, or you just?
Well, it's pretty crazy with that. I mean, the tour is going on right now, and this is my small time slot to work on the album as well. So that's a pretty tough challenge there in itself, but you know, it's definitely a great learning experience.
And one last thing, you know, all your fans out there, all the listeners, you know, what's the one piece of advice you're going to give them if they want to break in or they want it pretty badly?
Well, they definitely will have to want this badly. You know, it's not just yeah, it definitely has to come from them. I mean, I don't think you get through this very far if it's not really a passion and desire for you. Because it takes a lot of work, you know, when it's kind of like building a house. You need to love it or else it's all going to just fall apart. You really need to put a lot of work into it, and you know, it's like there's a lot of pressure and stress in it, but if you really love it, you'll have a blast.
Well, so far you're doing good, kid.
Thank you.
Great things in the future. It's good to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. All right.
Take care.
Yeah.
My thanks to David Archuleta for joining me here on Inside Studio A. And remember, for the best in programming, keep it right here on Live365.com with the Velocity Radio Network. And remember to come back and see us again sometime inside Studio A and see who's hanging out with me.